Click go live. Hang on, I'm gonna do. We are Second Dynasty. We make spaceships, 3D printable spaceships that you can print yourself on your own 3D printer. This is Odyssey, our latest design. Be the first to get this incredible design only on My Mini Factory Frontiers. Alright guys, sorry about that. I forgot to hit the actual start streaming button, so that's why I am a bit late today by a whole 1 minute. I'm sorry about that, guys. I, of course, am Ben from Second Dynasty. I make 3D printable spaceships, and today we're going to have a short stream because we already streamed on Wednesday for the end of our last My Mini Factory Frontier campaign ending. Today is significant for that as well. We're going to do a little bit of work on one of the milestones / stretch goals that we unlocked for that campaign. But before we get into that, I thought I would just say, hello, John.
Hello, John.
Yes, with me on the line, I have John. And his camera is coming through at horrible quality. But your video is now being shown.
I'm sorry. Hello. I want to show something. Is that okay now? Yes?
Yes, you can show it now.
Okay, so...
People can marvel at the quality of your internet connection.
Oh my goodness, that is bad. I see what you mean. I'll zoom in some more. Here it is. Ignore the extrusion multiplier. The 270 of the Odyssey.
We can't see any details whatsoever. It's a big gray
It's
block.
perfect, because it's just big blocks. And the door works. You could tell there's something moving.
Yes, very good.
That's it. Just turn off my camera. Go back to your beautiful crisp hair.
Ah, God. Yeah, thank you, John, for that. So that was the miniature of the Odyssey. We think, we can't be sure, because of the quality of the video, that it is real. Actually, I have seen many pictures of test prints. John's tested it thoroughly. Give him one little task and say, hey, can you do this? And he'll go and overdo it and over-deliver, which he has done this time. So he's made the 1 to 270 version of the Odyssey. Being this ship, it's kind of like a bit of a mess right now because we've got a work scene going on. But the actual hangar door opens, and in fact, on the real model, it works very well as well. So let's just get my close-up cam, and we can look at it and look at that hangar door. I know we can't get very much closer, but see how it's open? I redesigned it, printed it during my day off yesterday. So technically you could say I was working. Well, the printer was working for me. And yeah, I'm very happy with the results. The actual cog and ratchet gear works extremely well, especially when you've got 4 of them. The doors are 20% lighter. They look really, really good in real life. I have maybe some pictures. I don't think I do have them open though. Nope, I don't. Oh well, we will share them on the Discord shortly. But I'm very, very happy with the way it all came out, so that you can see the cargo bay, the hangar bay here, and obviously the same design we're going to use down here, because one of the stretch goals was to basically make these fold down so that you have some kind of egress from the ship, that you could load cargo into the cargo bay if it was like landed on the ground or something like that. But today I was otherwise going to continue work on these sort of what we're calling the set dressing. John, do you know what the set dressing is all about? He muted himself.
I'm sorry, sir. That dressing is for fun. It's for putting stuff in that doesn't do anything that you can claim does stuff.
Kind of. Like, we have all of these slots on the wall here for the sort of insert system that we've used. And these can be added in to add features to like your walls and whatnot. I'm just going to get out of the expert mode there and turn off deck B so we can see down into the main drive compartment. We have this nasty big scary looking piece of machinery, and if we grabbed one of these completed pieces and move it on the grid, you would see that they can be inserted into the wall, I guess more like here. So they can be inserted into the wall, so you can sort of like add additional features and equipment anywhere where we have these bulkheads. So we're just iterating, making a variety of different versions. So far we have these sort of like gas canisters, or liquid canisters, I guess. We have fire extinguishers, we have comms units. They're at varying different heights depending on how heavy it is. We have this control panel wall. The floor here is just there for show for the most part. Let's see, I need to refresh this page because I don't see any video whatsoever, and I just realized I wasn't looking at the chat. Oh, okay, so we even have some people in the chat that have test printed the your model, John. That's awesome. Rutger has done it.
I'm so thankful to the friends of Benjamin and to our wonderful test print friends.
Yay! So we're going to do a version with the server. We've done a variety of different versions here of these sort of like shelving and equipment. What I was thinking with that is on deck A in particular. Let's we need to put on, what are we missing? Okay, nothing. So I have these. They're not really actual models at this point, so it's like a replacement for those. But these are to go in on the walls here in the sort of like workshop to just make it feel a bit busier. Same with the wall behind the engineer's office. Of course, you can turn that into something else if you wanted to. So yeah, we have this. I kind of like the way that things are going here. So we will continue to, I guess, iterate on that concept. John just said ahead of the stream that, oh, I want to be a part of it. Can I be a part of it? And he begged, and he said, if I don't get to be a part of it, I'm going to destroy the cult. And I thought, well, we don't want that. So
remember, leverage is the best way to get what you want.
Yeah, it's a way. It's a way to get what you want, John.
Best way.
So I've actually prepared a scene that I want to import here, and let's cross our fingers that everything goes well, because I really don't want to put any bloody redshift back into the scene. But I have this 18 megabyte file from the Shuttle Alpha, and this has inserted into the scene this wall, this version of the lockers, and what I was most keen to get was this weapons locker, and we're going to use these for some inserts. I think we'll probably just include some standalone versions as well, because I always, like, I ran out of time. Where's the ship gone there? I ran out of time, but I envisaged that on deck B, that this little room here could be a weapons locker. So you could just have like the locker against this wall, for example, or a rack against this one where we've actually got the inserts. I don't know. You could even do one where it's a rack that goes in front here, right? But yeah, I don't know exactly how many variants I'm going to do. We've done these lockers so far. I also talked about vac suit lockers. That would be nice. A front opening more on a ship would work. I mean, it would. And you know, I envisage us using that ratchet joint more in the future, because the current version that I just did works very, very well. It's very snug, very tight. You almost want to remove the top part, It's just, it works well. I'm happy with it, John. I'm happy with it.
Aw, your compliments have been noted.
Yes, my compliments on my own work. Um, so yeah, we have imported those things into the scene. What I'm really hoping hasn't happened is if I go to settings and preferences, plugin manager. Oh, Redshift is still on. Why? This may crash things. I'm hoping not. Okay, so we're saving the scene with these imported. Redshift is gone, it didn't crash things, which is good. So I'm just going to move the model group over to be somewhere closer to our workspace. So I thought like we could take these, the seats, and we could maybe, do something with this wall paneling here. It looks interesting, like it could have some kind of box. We could use these storage items. The control panels here you could potentially turn into something. So like these are all great candidates for cutting up and turning into features that we can have for this set dressing. So why don't we start here and just grab... Oh, it looks like it's even a separate object already. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to turn this. By the way, guys, I don't know if I mentioned, but this will be a short stream. Mostly because I'm tired, my voice is scratchy, and like I said, we already streamed this week. Not that
I have some plugging to do. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Man, this set dressing looks amazing. I wonder how I get it.
I don't know, John.
Oh. Well, I found out on the Starship Odyssey Frontier while closed. This is the last day to get in at the lower price point. Isn't that right?
That is incredibly true. We're jacking up the prices later today. I don't know if we might... Maybe, John, could you handle that like when it's a bit later in your day to give people extra time?
Yeah, of course. Originally, it was going to be at 5 p.m. Central European time. I'll switch it to 5 p.m. East Coast time.
That makes sense. Let's do that. So
And as a reminder, the all-in pledge will move from... Oh, you were talking. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I grew quiet, so you may continue.
Thank you so much. The Odyssey will move from $35 to $49.95. And the all-in pledge will move from $60 to $84. So just buy it now, because then you get the lowest price possible.
And those...
I wanted to put it... Oh.
No. Go on, John. Where did you want to put it?
I was going to tell them that I was going to put it at like $300, but Ben refused to let me jack the prices ridiculously. I am the reason for all the price increases. I accept all blame.
Yeah, like he's like an American pharma company. That was cruel. I'm sorry. I feel bad for saying that. No, he's not. John is awesome, but he has a point. Like the value that we have created in this campaign with all the add-ons and whatnot. Because despite the fact that this will be the retail price for the Odyssey, it's a large ship. We do need to ensure that it is comparable in cost to our other ships of that size and complexity. I think it has 300 parts. It's not a small print, but that pricing, even though it's like basically $50 at the moment, still includes all of those milestones. And I think we unlocked 15 milestones, which is really insane for a campaign of this size. Although the milestones that we did do are a little bit on the smaller scale. Like we probably won't be doing the Chimera style huge stretch goals unless we're doing a big Kickstarter campaign. I'm doing a lot of kit bashing for Shadowlager. Nice. And an additional system for additional kit bashing. Nice. So yeah, maybe I don't need to make everything because Shadow Liger is going to do a big part of it. So yeah, what do we have as a challenge here? We need some kind of foot that works. So I'm just going to extend this again.
I know you're not working on the lockers right now, but they better open.
Oh, they don't. These are old type. That's a good point, John.
We'll do that another time. We'll do it as a tribe update.
That's a great idea. And that way I can make you do it.
Exactly, Mundo, sir.
So I'm gonna do a very quick and dirty solution here. Not everything needs to be perfect all the time. I'm just turning off my snapping because it will slow things down considerably. And basically, we need to close the gap here. So I'm going to move the pivot point there.
I have a user story to read while you're getting that ready.
Go.
Okay. Here's what someone sent in to Second Dynasty. They accidentally canceled their tribe subscription by mistake, and they said, "I'm so sorry. I'm willing to do anything in order not to lose my subscription. I will ensure that it's not tampered with in the future. You guys are the best. I just want to lock my place in and never lose out on this amazing opportunity to be part of the tribe."
Wait, John, I thought that was a genuine customer, not you.
It was a genuine customer. that was sent in.
I know.
I'm reading it.
I did read that, and I thought, oh, John will handle this.
I did handle it for him.
Yeah. We understand that, sometimes my mini factory works weird, or I think in this case it might have been the missus of the person in question who got the blame, but
they were trying to fix it because if it fails and you try to change payment method, it will then lock you out from joining the tribe for that month. It's bad.
That's weird. And counterintuitive. Like, what kind of a company would operate in this way?
I'm not taking your bait. You wouldn't take my bait to pitch stuff. I won't take your bait to blame people.
What? You can't pitch stuff? What do you want to pitch, John?
I want to pitch the tribe.
Join the tribe.
It's great. Would you like to have over $200 worth of stuff for only $12? Join the tribe.
Wait, that's $12?
Yeah.
Don't you have to be in the secret club for that one?
There's only 3 spots left.
Okay, the Friends of Benjamin. And just so you know, what he's referring to is a cult.
No, it's a friendship group filled with unity, and yeah, we're a cult.
Did you book that ticket, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, it's happening. Very good.
In reality, the Friends of Benjamin is just a seat-limited tier that gets you early access to test prints, lots of unlocks. It's a great value if you're just coming in.
It does have a lot of silly stuff that we could never otherwise charge people for.
This is true.
So yeah, with a design like this, what I might be inclined to do is actually move it a little bit further out, like say to there, and actually do an extrusion.
So what are you actually trying to make it do? That's like you took a piece of something else and then shoved it over here, and now you're adding like a bunch of blocks under it. So what is this?
Yeah, so basically these teeth here at the back insert into these holes here that are along the bulkhead. And this is a technique that we used because the traveler ships that we've done don't have standard open lock walls. They've got much thinner partitions, what we call partitions. And this is the way that we would insert the partitions. And yeah, they kind of like are at every ½ inch in the open lock pattern, as you can kind of see here aligned to these floor tiles. So basically you just press the teeth here into the holes in the bulkhead, and you have a piece that will sit there 9 times out of 10. If you do have issues with that, tiny little bit of what do we call blue tack when we can't say blue tack?
Mounting putty.
What putty?
Mounting putty.
Mounting putty. Yeah, that.
I don't make the generic names. It's just what's called.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know, I know. I'm not questioning things. Um, I didn't hear the first time because I was busy talking while you were explaining. I know how you feel, John. um, so yeah, basically we're just making a ton of these that we can then print out. And see, the thing is, they do need to print in this orientation, which is why I am thickening up the feet.
Oh,
Um,
I see you now.
so, like here, I'm meant to actually. I'm going to. I forgot to do this, but I need to close these gaps with a bit of bridging.
Couldn't you technically print it upside down, but if you change the slope of the notches to be inverted?
We kind of need to work within the existing system. I hear what you're upside down. Why would that help?
Oh, I meant saying sometimes it would help. I was saying, isn't it a possibility to sometimes flip the way the 45 is on the to be on the top side, and then
Well,
some things would print.
the actual insert holes are also shaped the same way.
Oh, I thought they were just straight squares, and we were just kind of
No,
making that.
unfortunately not. It's kind of like was built that way to make it easy to slide in, but also so that it would have a natural way of slipping into place. I don't know. I'm mostly talking
I never really
code.
pay attention to what the holes are shaped as. I just worry about how it looks.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a couple of different things. Obviously, when we've got this is like a smaller version, right? Because I wanted that to be mounted on the wall, but it's also a question of like how much weight those hooks have to carry. Let's see. To maximize play area, would you consider in the future giving us a buffer area in ships along the wall? I mean, this is also a part of what this does, right? If you've got something on the wall, most miniatures, the issue is with the base and the clearance. So if you can put these in, especially like these things, which does have clearance from the floor because they're light enough, um, that's not actually going to interfere with your miniatures. And these have been designed so you've got an inch in between there and there. Um, so it is something I do think about. Um, but also the other thing is these are removable, so if you needed to play, you could easily take it out if you can't get a miniature in there. So um, I do think about some of these things. Obviously, there are some rooms where it's like this is going to be too cramped right here to get a miniature in, probably. Um, there's always a compromise between aesthetics and, you know, good practice. Like here, I didn't end up putting any tables in, but one of the good things is like you have people that are eating together. You could put the miniatures in there. They've got room to sit there. Okay, they're not going to be at tables or anything, but you're not going to be reposing them. So, yeah, there we go. We've got one more added to the collection. Let's just make one last one uh, before we call it a day. We'll get around to this one, but it's a bit of a bigger job. So, what I really like here is this little box here of electronics. So I might actually combine this with a few different things. So I'm actually going to duplicate this time. I'm going to grab. Wait, what's going on? Oh, what? Are there multiple pipes selected here? No. Okay, I'm going to grab these pipes. Actually, I might delete this. I will delete everything else around here. Because what I'm thinking of doing now is having like this box with these pipes leading into it, which lead down onto the floor, basically. So I'm just like recycling a few different bits and bobs.
It's interesting to see you work. Maya has such a weird approach to how to do modeling that my brain is still struggling. Like, I'm used to, like, it doesn't seem like you have a way just to make a vertice just floating in space by itself. Everything has to be like a face.
Yeah, that's one thing. I came from 3D Studio. Like, it wasn't called 3D Studio Max at the time. It was just called 3D Studio, and they did have that vertex placement. And I remember when I was forced to, well, when I went to university, we had to switch to Maya because that's the software they were training us on, and that was the biggest thing that I missed, being able to place vertices rather. Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that you can in Blender you can just make random arbitrary vertices in 3D space and then rejoin them to make the faces and edges. It's
yeah,
great.
yeah. That's exactly what you could do in 3D Studio Max. And I did miss it, and then I just adapted. I'm sure there are good reasons why they didn't do it that way.
Nope.
Yeah, nope is the correct answer, John.
Oh, I can't read sarcasm. Sorry, sir.
Oh, I'm pretty bad at it too, so I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, by the way, to make sure people understood, because you kind of asked quickly, I will be visiting you as friends.
That's right. Do you have to say it like that though?
Yes.
John is returning to us in Sweden,
Yes.
so he might interview me in person.
Why would I interview you? I already interviewed you. There's no need to interview you again. We're just gonna be friends, and we're gonna go get pizza and sushi together, and you're gonna get chicken sushi because you're weird, and
Yeah, that's right. And you're gonna get us a discount, like you did last time.
I don't know why that happened.
Well, you maybe went in there a lot, so
I did, and I chatted with them, and they really liked chatting, and we talked forever.
well, I think it's one of those things when you move to Sweden and you're from a country that is not Sweden, where they actually talk to people. You do miss chatting with people.
Small talk.
Small talk, yes.
Like, you're supposed to say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm good." And then you proceed to tell them how awful your day's been. Small talk is the beginning part. I'm not leaving America. I'm visiting a friend in Sweden.
Well, several friends.
Yes, I'm also going to go back to Jönköping to visit that guy with the penthouse. That was fun.
All right.
He has a cool place. It has like 3 balconies. It's great. You would love it. I'm not inviting you.
Well, I'm not in the other secret club, so I guess not.
Oh no, I just met that person. I made so many random friends. I had friends at Ica.
Yeah, John could make friends with a tree. Actually, that sounds like it's a negative thing.
It is.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Enough about talking about me and friendship. Did you know that the Friends of Benjamin only has 3 seats left? Join today.
See, Maya keeps doing this where it changes the shaders on me, which I really hate.
Why is it doing that?
Because Maya's yeah, I can't say it on YouTube. Even if it's foreign swearing, I can't say it. It's too wrong. So yeah, I basically just want to have these leads down the bottom, right? So if I move these over to here, so it's like something like that. Can anyone hear Albans munching in the background?
I heard something, but I was thinking what
I
it was.
just see this.
Eat more quiet. Eat your crumbs more quietly, Alvin.
Oh boy. Oh, it was only a joke, Album. I'm sorry. You can keep eating.
Thank you.
Oh god, he seemed a bit upset. He went all quiet after that.
Oh, I'm finished.
Oh, he was actually finished.
Yeah.
You know, we have an eating area, and eating at your desk is considered rude unless you're sharing it with the boss. Just make sure he knows that. If he eats in the office, he has to give you a share.
I don't want to share.
But it's a tithe. You just leave it on your desk to mold like the other bowls. He's actually not. He's not that. Truly, I make a jest about that. He's not that disgusting.
Oh, John. My desk is always a mess.
Well, that's not. That's almost all.
Alvin eating ASMR. Alrighty.
Doesn't your holiday and his holiday not overlap this time at all?
They're not designed to overlap.
Yeah. So the point is, Alvin has to make videos while you're gone.
I guess so, unless we pre-record something.
No. Alvin has to make videos while you're gone,
Okay.
and he can include an ASMR session.
Okay. If that's what the people want.
Of course, it's what they want. I know exactly what people want.
Mm-hmm. Okay, John. We believe you, don't we, everyone?
Of course they do. They already said yes. The poll said 100% yes.
It feels like these are polls from like...
Let's not talk about that.
Like White Russia or something?
Oh, fine. I'm going to run a poll right now. I'm going to open this in YouTube Studio and run a poll just to prove you wrong.
You're only going to put one choice in, aren't you?
No, I'm not going to put one choice. No, I'm going to show you for the truth. 1 second. I got to get to the studio. Way too much work.
Did you give up?
No, I didn't give up. I'm just having to... I have to like click, and then I have to say I'm become an editor, and then I have to go into the thing, and then it's too much. But I'm gonna still do it just to prove my point.
Very good, John.
You guys you just stay right there, and you just keep modeling your pretty stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
There we go. Live control room. Okay. Start a poll.
Let's see.
There. I made the poll, and now you see everyone said positive.
What happens if I end the poll now?
You're terrible.
It seems to have gone to yes. Wait, did you hack the page?
Who knows?
I heard myself laughing so loud that I could hear it through Alpin's headphones. Oh god. Life is doing good. I'm enjoying things these days. It's nice.
I'm glad, and I'm glad you get to work on little set dressing and all the fun stuff.
You know,
it's really cool to watch you work.
This is kind of fun, to be perfectly honest, because it's not. It's like repurposing older stuff. It's not like. This is the thing when you're a creative, right? You can make something new from scratch, but it requires so much brain power. Like it's mentally draining. Whereas here it's like you're kind of building on old ideas, and it's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. It's like when I used to draw. I used to like start a sketch, and then whenever I got tired of it, I would actually just stop and come back to it later, and usually I'd have thought of some new idea that I could apply to it. and continue building on top of it. And that's what this kind of feels like you're just building on to existing designs, repurposing them. Like here now we've got some cables leading into like a power box of some kind. We've got these supports down the bottom. Maybe we'll just do a tiny little bit of panel work. Let's see, we just go an extrude with a 0.1, and do the same on the top. And that would just give it a little bit more, pick up the edges a little bit more. So, yeah.
It's like putting little pieces together, but the piece is already made, so you just get to say, I want a pipe here, I want this here, and then I have a pretty little piece.
Oh, I only just realized your answers.
I was
right.
considering adding naturally, but that seems somewhat negative, so.
In any case, we now have another 2 inserts. Like I said, I'm going to keep it short today because we need to get some other stuff done before I leave for the day. Thank you for joining me.
Oh,
What,
we're doing the goodbyes?
Yeah, did you want to say something first?
Of course I want to say. I said don't forget to like and subscribe, and then also ring the bell, and also join the tribe and Discord.
Yes, give us all the monies. Have a wonderful weekend.